Guardians of the Crib are becoming the crash test dummies of the Global Rugby Challenge, and for the first time the Crusaders will be in action against a subscriber side. The whole rugby world will be watching with interest to see how this one plays out. Hello everyone and welcome on to Cornflakes Group, your home of Rugby Challenge 3 and the subscriber series, the Global Rugby Challenge, where you guys take the field against the world's elite. Today, the Guardians of the Crib will be up at home against the Crusaders in a match that everyone will be watching to see just how the Crusaders are going to play out. The Guardians are at home, which is going to be a big important part of how this match goes for them as well. Their form hasn't been great. The Guardians have had a lot of pressure on them right from the word go when they got thumped by the Flakers, but recently they've come up okay. Their last couple of results, especially against the Exeter Chiefs, was a good performance. 17-0 they took that win, but they failed to pick up a bonus point. Then they again led the way. First time anyone from a subscriber side had taken on Crusaders, and they played pretty well. First half demolition, taking them out 35-21 to lead again in the first meeting versus Crusaders. The side today has undergone a number of changes, but looks very, very strong as we go through the starting 15 now for the Guardians. In the front row, it is Luke Denormaville alongside captain Mike Hunt and Richard Morgan at tight end. Into the second row, Elliot Knight will be alongside Michael Shepherd for a big, solid middle of the pack. Into the back row, Oliver Bowles will be alongside Liam Hacker, and Kieran Jones will line up at number 8 to complete the pack. Daniel Fasore will be at number 9 at scrum half with his partner in crime, Lewis Gardner, starting after an impressive performance last week again at fly half. Into midfield, it looks very, very creative. Don Butler, Louis Evans, those two have been dynamic in recent weeks as well. Nick Slater on the left wing, and it'll be Ian Ferguson on the right, with Tom Guest, the capable player of moving in and out of that back line. He'll start with the number 15 jumper on his back for the Guardians of the Crib. Right, here it is. It's the Crusaders, one of the most dangerous club sides in history around the globe, and of course back-to-back Super Rugby champions, a team stacked with international experience and All Blacks all over the place. Have a look at that front row for starters to get yourself going. Joe Moody, Cody Taylor, and of course Ben Franks are the propping and hooker players. Into the second row, Scott Barrett, Sam Wylog, Jordan Taufua, Matt Todd and Kieran Reid. That is one hell of a pack. Bryn Hall, Richie Mwanga will be the halves, with Braden Enor and Jack Goodhue in midfield. No Ryan Crotty here today for the Crusaders. George Bridge on the left wing and Mataele on the right, with Israel Dagg coming back from a very long injury layoff to take his spot at 15 for the Crusaders. This side is up there with the best. They've only lost to Montpellier this season. They took out the Scarlets 11 points to 17, and it was just a week before that it was that loss to Montpellier. 15-14. What a game it was. What a performance by those two sides. Now they move on though. Have they got the goods to take out a subscriber side? We find out over the next 80 minutes the Guardians of the Crib, the least impressive of subscriber sides so far, but now is their turn, now is their time to step it up in the Global Rugby Challenge. Underway we go. Israel Dagg straight up to Bowers, who off close to Hacker. They're keeping it at a high pace, but it's lost and it's intercepted by the Crusaders. Sam Whitelock. Turnover in the first breakdown going to the visiting side. Goodhue out wide, and it's a real chance for Mataele, but he's taken down, and a chance to turn it over, but they don't come away with it, the Guardians, and not the quickest right there from Nick Slater. Dagg, wide ball out, finding Mwanga, back for Franks, and it's wide, very wide out to Bridge, keeping it alive nicely, right on the wing, but Bridge is hammered, and he's driven into touch. The Guardians' defence tested early on. Enor and Bridge out there, very dangerous combination. They couldn't flick anything into action. Here is Mike Hunt at the front. Fasore to Gardner. Gardner was so impressive last week. And he starts it off with another typical run of the line. Fasore away to Butler. Don Butler. He's looking out for his wing. It chips over the top. Evans on the chase. Will it beat them into touch and well? Oh, that was extraordinary. straight through, and Don Butler, he was looking for Louis Evans and Ian Ferguson, but it beats them all to the sideline. What a start by the Guardians. Cody Taylor, Sam Whitelock in the middle. It's Crusaders 1 and 2. It's easy stuff as Richie Moanga kicks it deep. It's there for Guest, who offloads dangerously. And Luke de Normanville is slow to have friends and slow to build this ruck up. Here is Kieran Jones, and Kieran Jones, good tackle there from Jack Goodhue, takes him down. Ball up for Butler once more on a high tackle. Mataele with the error, and it's a penalty to the Guardians of the crib. Well, here we go. What's the decision going to be? Captain Mike Hunt has quickly given the ball to his fly half. I would expect Lewis Gardner to do the kicking, and they opt very, very swiftly for the shot at 3. It's a strong win now, going right into the face of Lewis Gardner. Has he got the goods here? Kicks it, looks all right, it's holding, it's curling, it's over! And the Guardians lead the Crusaders 3 points to 0. Early penalty gets them off the mark. But you can't argue, it has been give and take both ways, very much. Israel Dag gets us back underway with a high one, left alone, dangerously by the Guardians. Hack has got it, Bowers through the middle, he's looking wide, had to fetch for it, did Ferguson.
Release.
That was dangerous. De Normanville will run, goes to Jones, Knight fires a terrible ball to Hunt, and Hunt is driven backwards in a good tackle there. Crusaders dominating that breakdown area. Fisore, dangerous runner is Fisore, and he had a little bit of a dabble there. Gardner comes in to play scrum half. Quick ball wide to Slater. Slater goes early to Evans. Evans all alone, up against Dag. Little chip over the top for Kieran Jones. Jones chases, but it's a good play back there from Bryn Hall.
Release.
And he secures the ball for the Crusaders. 3-0 only to score, and we are almost half an hour in. Goes out to Goodhue, who was picked up and driven backwards in a very good tackle. Here's Whitelock going short and trying to force a way through with no real luck there is Enor. Pick and go, tough forward, very good ball out wide. Here's a chance now, Mataele. Here comes de Normanville. And shut that door pretty quickly, did Luke de Normanville, very fast. The loose head prop, especially for his position. The Guardians survive yet again. Captain Mike Hunt to throw in, and again it's to the front, and Elliot Knight drags it in, short ball to Jones, another shoulder charge this time, and that Braden Enor, inexperience inside centre, and what's the call this time? Mike Hunt, oh again, he's given the ball straight to Lewis Gardner. Give us another 3, son, he says. Let's tick this scoreboard over. Let's take everything we can versus the Crusaders, because you just never know when the gates will shut. Half an hour about to tick over as Lewis Gardner adds 3 more. The Guardians lead 6-0 over the Crusaders. 2 penalties, enough to keep them in the lead. Well, it's been far from what many would have expected. 2 very good attacking sides, all the subscriber sides on top of the game when it comes to attacking, as here's a run from Hacker. But the Crusaders haven't let them run. Here is Gardner, going to look to play a little bit of territory, it seems. He tries to kick it away from Israel Dag, but he's more than capable of hauling that, and he's got Jack Goodhue with him as well. And they're quickly on top of this are the Guardians. Slater, oh no! Slater has made a meal of that, and he's thrown it straight into touch. A real golden chance for the Guardians to actually get over the line. Quick turnover on Israel Dag. Not very often you get that either. Here's Cody Taylor. To Whitelock at the front, in the middle, I should say, and there's no reason why you wouldn't want to do that. Enor kicks, and it's down to Guest, who's going to look to repay the favour. He gets the launching boot away, but the wind carries it over the sideline on the fall. A very good kick, but it took away with the wind, and when it did that, it turned a very good kick into a very poor kick for the Guardians fullback. And again we see a line out and Whitelock in the middle. You know that's where he's going to go. He's up against Shepherd, who is a very solid man. But again, Whitelock, more than capable as we all know. Here's Franks going to Taylor on the left side. It's a run through the middle from Mwanga. Hunt makes a tackle. They're quickly out wide too. The Crusaders, Goodhue. Back for Fishery. Inside ball. Brayden Ennor. He'll score for the Crusaders. There we go. Stroke of half time. You never know when they're going to strike. And Brayden Ennor scores. The Crusaders are within a point. Dangerous, dangerous players. And the fact they kept this ball alive. Ennor went early. Oh, it was a cruncher on Bridge. But it was exceptional work from Jack Goodhue to Brayden Ennor. Watch it again, Mwanga. Beautiful to read. Ennor to Bridge. Goodhue. Back to Ennor. Fishere, he served them to the sideline. But the inside ball was too hot. And the speed of Ennor. We know all about that. What a try from the Crusaders. And like we spoke about just minutes ago, you just never know when those gates are going to shut and they start going back the other way. 6-0 it was, but a last-minute try on half-time, and the Crusaders take the lead over the Guardians of the Crib. 7 points to 6, Israel Dagg. Run from the boot, no problem at all. Let's head to half-time. A lot to talk about, a lot of action still to come as well. 7-6 the half-time score, and the Crusaders, not only on the scoreboard they lead, but every other area as well. Possession, territory, both in the mid-60s for the New Zealand franchise. They are doing very nicely at the moment. Of course, the big thing letting them down now so far are the penalties. 2 conceded, and both of them have been popped over very nicely from Lewis Gardner. Both teams have kicked a bit as well, and 2 line breaks apiece, but only 1 try between them. It has been a very interesting matchup. The Guardians happy to take every point on offer. The Crusaders, on the other hand, well, we know they like to score tries. They've only got 1 so far. The Guardians should be happy with how their defence is held, considering the Crusaders have dominated this match on paper. 7 points to 6. We're in for a thrilling second half. Can the Guardians get the job done, or will the Crusaders put the rest of the subscriber sides on note? 40 minutes to go, and this one really has heated up. The breeze now slightly against the Guardians of the Crib as Lewis Gardner looks to get his back underway. Left side he kicks off, and Kieran Jones is flying. Kieran Jones away to Slater. What an explosive start from the Guardians. Out of the blocks very quickly. Hunt away to Knight. Oh, and what a shot. Absolutely rocking the second rower. His Bowers going alone. Away to Morgan. Morgan! Oh, what a run! The big man, another high tackle. This time it's Israel Dagg. Richard Morgan absolutely thundering through a little hole. And there's only one way to stop a man like that, and that is to absolutely deck him, and that is what Israel Dagg did. Well, you've got to wonder whether there's calls to go for the corner or to take a scrum or something from the Guardians to put in more than just the 3s. But again, Hunt has gone to his reliable fly half in Lewis Gardner to dot over an easy 3. This time it's 9 points to 7. It is the Guardians back of the lead. And boy, oh boy, we have a matchup on our hands. The subscriber side's normally well known for their abilities and their desires to score tries, but tonight it has been all about the 3 as the ball spilled. Butler's got it back. Oh no, Butler is in trouble. Reed is absolutely lurking. Oh, that is dangerous. Very dangerous from the Guardians. They dot down after the ball goes backwards. It's a scrum-fed Crusaders. This could be try number 2. It's fed in from Bryn Hall. The Guardians trying desperately, but they can't. Paul goes short side to Bridge, who's knocked it on. Oh, that is a let-off. That really is a let-off. Jones will run it out. Don Butler, he gets away. Butler racing, his advantage is over. He's kicked long. Gardner's chasing. He leads the pack alongside Mataele. It's a real foot race. Mataele and Goodhue. Oh, Lewis Gardner couldn't quite drag it in. Bridge gets it to centre field. Mike Hunt! Oh, the captain, the leader, and Donovanville spells it. I can't believe what we've witnessed. Advantage Crusaders. And now they will have a scrum feed. Luke de Normanville spills the ball. And we're still yet to see a Guardians try.
Crouch.
What a
Bind.
turnaround of near on 100 metres
Sit.
from Dom Butler and the chase from Lewis Gardner. Hall feeds again. And now the Crusaders have to go end to end. We're near the hour mark. Hall. Oh, big cutout pass straight to Bridge. No messing about there. Ferguson's fended. Back it goes to Enor in field. This is nice at the moment from the Crusaders.
Release.
Bryn Hall takes it to ground. It's there for Moody. Oh, great little ball away to Braden Enor.
Release.
And how quickly do the Crusaders turn this into attack? Franks once more. But there's too many red jumpers there. The Guardians ease off it. Hall. Quiet little run there, but it's turned over from Hacker. The number 7 doing his job. Evans, quick ball out to Morgan. Inside tonight, back out to Gardner. Looking in field, he's got a link up. Oh no! Shepherd! Shepherd has been taken high. Oh my goodness me. This game has got it all. I tell you, it's had absolutely everything, and another penalty. They're having another shot at goal. This is unprecedented at the moment. The Guardians of the Crib, they know how important this victory could be if they can get it over the line. He's taking a sweet old time with this one too. Is the number 10, Lewis Gardner, really winding down the clock. 9 points to 7. You can add 3 more. It's 12-7. And the Guardians of the Crib are happy to do it in threes. The Crusaders definitely are up there, but their discipline well and truly leading them down here tonight. 66 gone. Guardians of the Crib, no chance of a bonus point here tonight, but they will take the win. Oh, more than anything else, as Bridge has dived on a loose ball. And the Crusaders have another chance. Whitelock. Oh, Whitelock steps through. Whitelock back in field. It's going to be an instant reply. It's Kieran Reid. Oh, wow. 12-12. Kick to come. 10 minutes to go. The Crusaders light it up in an instant. Captain number 8, Kieran Reid. Look at him. He's on the back of the ruck. And it's Sam Whitelock who scorches through, finds Reid, and he's only got to beat the race of his opposition back rower, Liam Hacker, and there's no stopping Redo from there. What a try, and that just shows you again that you don't need half a chance, and these Crusaders can go in. What a reply, what a game. 12-12. Penalties, eh? Goodness me. Israel Dagg with a chance, and you'd expect him to do it. It's a handy spot. It's not too wide. It's just to the left-hand side. 10 minutes to go, and he just, well, very delicately pops that one over. There's no aggression there from Dagg, and the Crusaders lead 14 points to 12 over the Guardians. Oh, dear me, we have one hell of a game on our hands here, folks. It is just a 2-pointer at the moment. Where does it go from here? Lewis Gardner goes long. The Guardians still yet to score a try as down they come with it. And it's turned over. Oh, Knight. Great work. Gardner all alone. Gardner beats one. Gardner's hammered. And Israel Dagg saves the day. Slow ball. Kieran Jones gives it to Evans. And no way through there for Louis Evans, and missed about lost ball. Slater to Normanville, goes short to Butler. Butler looks wide. Oh, it's terrible to Ferguson. Back to Hunt, and the captain. Oh, he's just short and he's lost the ball. And Hall has hammered this away. And we have just over 3 minutes to go. Bryn Hall saves the Crusaders. 77 ticks over. Hunt to throw in. To the front and to the safety. Fisore to Gardner. Is there a try in this Guardian side? Butler away to Evans. Evans is all alone. One to beat. He can't do it.
Release.
Israel Dagg saves the day. Fisore to Slater, changes directions, back to Hacker, Hacker's in, Hacker's away, all alone, Butler picks up, back to Morgan, Morgan offloads, it's picked up by Knight, we've still got something happening, it's there for Butler, could be lost, Guardians desperate for the ball, they trail by 2, remember, Louis Evans, away to Gardner, Gardner for the line, Gardner scores, Guardians win, 83 minutes, and the Guardians of the Crib save the best to last. Lewis Gardner scores, and how about that? What a try, what a moment, what a play. The number 10 is right up there with the best. Well, the Crusaders have put this competition on notice, but the Guardians of the Crib have put it even more. Just one to beat. Jack Goodhue with the race for the corner. But number 10, here he is, the hero of the day. Lewis Gardner scores on the stroke of full time. 17-14, either which way you look at it, it's a bonus point for the Crusaders. As this man, let's not take anything away from the fact that he has scored every single point for the Guardians of the Crib. Lewis Gardner, take a bow, sir. You have been on fire. 4 penalties, a try and a conversion. If you ever wanted a man of the match, you've got it right there. The Guardians number 10, fly half and hero. Lewis Gardner has done it for the Guardians. The Crusaders have been great though, they've been brilliant, they've been spectacular with 2 tries putting themselves in the lead on 2 separate occasions. With time ticking, with time up on the clock, the Crusaders led, but it was the hero for the Guardians, Lewis Gardner, that took it away. 1 try, 1 conversion, 4 penalties. Lewis Gardner has beaten the Crusaders alongside his Guardians teammates. They have done the job, 19-14 over the Crusaders. What a matchup. What a cracker. We expected this to be tough. We dreamed it would be tough. But now we look forward to the likes of Montpellier. We look forward to the likes of Leinster. The Crusaders, though, definitely ones you cannot take lightly. 2 try scorers, Kieran Reid and Braden Enor. Israel Dack, 2 out of 2 from the tee. What a game. Let's wrap it up then, shall we? Possession, territory, almost dead even. The Crusaders dominated the first half, yet it was the Guardians that dragged the stats back as the match wore on. What a game it has been, though. The rest of the stats, well, I tell you, there's one thing this game could have been a lot different if they hadn't happened, and that is, of course, those bottom 2 lines. High tackles, penalties conceded, 4. And we all know what happened when Mr. Lewis Gardner stepped up to the plate. Bang, 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 bang. 4 times he struck. And those 12 points were crucial to the Guardians' win. The Crusaders almost did it regardless. But boy oh boy, we have been treated to some rugby tonight. Guardians 19, Crusaders 14. Let's check out how that affects the table. Well, you've got to love a bit of exciting rugby to get the blood pumping on a Sunday premiere. Thank you everyone who's tuned in to these Sunday features every single week. We've tried to get the big games on this Sunday, and boy, have we done it with absolute aplomb tonight. What a game it has been. Next up, we get to see the Celtic Dragons up against Castrays. That one is a home match for the Dragons as well. As you can see on the right-hand side table, the Dragons have actually dropped out now of the top 5. So we'll have a look at the table, and we see they've dropped all the way down to 7th position. The Crusaders, with that bonus point, have jumped up now to 14. So that's 2 places that the Dragons have dropped, going now below the Guardians and below the Crusaders. Points differential was doing them wonders, but they still, remember, have a game to play in round number 5. So we see the Flakers at the top, even though they are pushed to the brink in round 5. They are at top with 20, only 2 bonus points. The All Flakes, though, bonus point kings. With a draw and a loss to their name, they are just 2 points adrift of the Flakers. Leinster, Montpellier tied up, points differential again, only separating the All Flakes Leinster and Montpellier, all on 18 points. The Guardians of the Crib, now they sit up to 5th, and they are just 1 point away from 4th to 2nd, and of course 3 points away from 1st. And then the Dragons down on 13, game to play against Crusaders, who have dropped all the way down to 10th position, but we've seen how good they could be against the Guardians in round number 4, so that should be a decent match to wrap up this round of Season 3. We can see there is the fixtures list. We can see that last match here, the Guardians just pipping the Crusaders, Dragons Crusaders finish off. Then to kick off round 6, of course, Saracens will take on the Lions, and the Scarlets up against Montpellier for 2 AI-filled clashes. Exeter Chiefs up against the Flakers, Leinster Guardians. Whoa! Can't wait for that one. And then Castries, All Flakes, Crusaders, Celtic Dragons. Wow! We have some fixtures coming up, I tell you guys. It is going to be an epic round 6. And of course, we only go to round 11, so we're pretty much hitting that halfway point now where we can have a look at some real league leaders at this round 6 position. Might do it after round 6 and recap how the position of each side is going, some stats, some league leaders, and of course some standout performers from each side. But for today, that is this episode done and dusted. Thank you everyone for tuning in to the Sunday premiere. It has been an absolute cracker. I hope you've enjoyed the fixture, and I hope to see you all next week as well for another one. Until then, thanks for watching. As always, if you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget, of course, to see more, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all for plenty more from the GRC, plenty more from everything rugby around the globe. Until then, thanks for watching, and as always, take care.